Yo, Des ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV signing in. Unto the Locust by Machine Head. Only 7 tunes. Recommended on the Patreon by my good friend Extreme Aggression 22. If you're a Machine Head fan, if you're a metalhead, don't thank me. Thank the man, the legend that was behind the request. Now, we've listened to The Blackening on this channel a fair bit back now, but that's sort of like the only... Oh, actually we listened to... It was also Machine Head who did... We listened to the early Machine Head. Is it like Burn Out My Eyes or something? Is that Machine Head? It's funny because people talk about... Is that Machine Head? Because people say like it's not really that good an idea to go on and listen onwards to Machine Head post the first couple of records or so, which gives us great room to discuss here. Did you know The Blackening is Nigrido in alchemical terms? It's an alchemical term. As for what it means truly, I don't know. I'm not much of an alchemist myself. I don't know much about this, that, and the third. And you can say we're not living in Harry Potter land, but hey, this study of alchemy is what went on to become the chemistry we know of today. So, you know, there's esoteric roots in everything, eh? I Am Hell, which is also the name of a... it was the name of a hardcore punk adjacent band, which was all right. I didn't really think too much of them, but they, you know, they were distributed well through the merchandising companies and stuff. I think the band was called I Am Hell. I don't know whether they got the idea from Machine Head or if they've both got the idea through, you know, something else which used the term I Am Hell. Plenty of credits we can go through. It says published 2011, so maybe recent. Got Rob Flynn, Phil DeMel, Ted Jansen, and blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Long tunes on this record. Let's jump in. Sonata in C sharp, I Am Hell. This one goes out to Extreme Aggression. Let's go. Unto the Locust is the effing heaviest album Machine Head has ever made, says Crafty the Raccoon. I hope so. I hope so. That'll be really good. Yeah, Burn My Eyes is what I was referencing. A lot of people referencing this as thrash metal. I'm not going to disagree, but it's not your traditional sound, is it? It's really not your traditional sound. There's an air of like 2000s pop metalcore in there. When I say pop, I mean, you know, not the, you know, metalcore is a broad span of sound, isn't it? This band is like Trivium in the sense that I sort of believe that they pull from that metalcore-esque essence. To be strictly thrash is... Slipknot. Some very tasteful lead guitars there at the end. Some very tasteful wah. and phrasing there at the end. Very cool. The nylon string guitar that was introduced as a brief bridge in the latter quarter of the song was very well produced. Great clarity to what was being played there. Nice introduction to the record. Nice introduction to the record. Nice introduction to the record. I can't call this thrash metal. I can't call it thrash metal. I don't know. I just can't call it thrash metal. It's not. It doesn't take the punk rock value of thrash. This is. I like your Gojiras. I like your Triviums. It's a bit more. It's not even heavy metal. It's like Virgin taking a little bit more of your modern metals. You know. Arguably a little more nu metal than thrash. Yeah, don't shoot me for that one. Be Still and No, track number 2 coming up next. Let's keep moving, yeah? Bad to the bone. Ba-da-da-da-da. Be Still and No. Quiet, meditative. Quite stoic. Quite esoteric. Be still. Yoga. Prana. Breath work. The inner self. The wise man listens and laughs as the fool speaks. Be still and know, brother. If you want to know why I shaved my head as of recent, it is because I am now an official Tibetan monk. Okay, I live in Tibet with the monks. I'm not supposed to be on the computer reacting to Machine Head and the likes, but, you know, I do it behind their backs. Don't tell them. All right. This is track number 2. Unto the Locust. Let's flip and go, shall we? Track 2 of 7. I've got a cup of coffee waiting for me. Looking forward to it. If you want to get a machine, is it even in Shop the Machine Head? Sure. If you want to get an unatoned hoodie, you can get one. £59.25. Not even cents. 25. £59.25 and additional fees. What the fuck? What the fuck? I bought merchandise, like official merchandise, in so long. I can believe £18.52 and additional fees for a snapback, but that hoodie at 60 quid, it best be something of quality, because I assume it's just some random Gildan hoodie. Instead of spending that money on merchandise, you should spend it on my Patreon. See you there. Sounds like a Lamb of God-esque guitar line. That. Bit of songwriting. Good showcase on the lead guitar work. Generally, we could cut that in half and call that like the bridge build-up section of like a more metal-based tune. It was alright, a little bit ballad-esque. I Am Hell was a lot better. Tickled me a little bit more. That's all I'm saying on that one. I'm going to leave the rest out of that. We got Locust, the title track, coming up next. Yes, there's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Roadrunner Records. Back in the day, do you remember Roadrunner United? Don't talk to me about Roadrunner United, alright? Don't talk to me about that. Will I get through this record tonight? I'm a bit uncertain. I'm sleepy. I want to give you people the best. I have got a warm cup of coffee here. I've been using this flask as of recent as opposed to a cup, purely because it's been the first thing at hand, and I'm a man. I don't really want to deal with much, so whatever goes handy I'll use. But I'll tell you what, it takes a flipping long time for my coffee to cool down, so I guess it's a good quality bit of kit, but I'm just not using it for its optimal purpose. We're listening to Machine Head, not to be mistaken for Machine Brain or Machine Sloppy Top. This is track 3 of 7 on Unto the Locust. This title through goes out to my friend Extreme Aggression 22. Let's flip and go. Comes with a little music video, but we're not all too fussed about it. One thing about this band, Machine Head, right? Incredible support by the system. Over here in England, I used to get Metal Hammer magazine. In hindsight, maybe Terrorizer magazine might have suited me a little bit better, you know, but I never really tried Terrorizer, never got Terrorizer magazine, but I know these dudes, Machine Head, were like poster boys for each and every magazine as far as Metal Hammer was concerned. You know, they were just one of them bands, and of course that comes at a price, right? It's all business at the end of the day. So the powers that be definitely enjoyed pushing them as far as metal's concerned. I wonder why. A lot of religious context. I am hell to start. Locust is a very prominent insect within biblical texts as far as plagues are concerned. Of course, we've got pearls before the swine as well, track number 6, which is a, what would you call it? A proverb, a biblical proverb. Don't put your pearls before swine, i.e., you know, don't give you good ideas to dumbasses and so on and so forth. It's all relative, isn't it? Drummer's got the bald buff, the metalhead bald buff. Once again, Brendor the Endor says such a masterpiece of the genre here. Really showcases just how good thrash metal can be. This band is not thrash metal. Come at me on that one. I adamantly make this statement now, regardless of what comes ahead on this album. This band is not a thrash metal band. Okay, let's look at these 11 replies. Anybody with me? Yeah, someone says thrash metal, really? Someone says groove metal. Yeah. Classified as groove more so than thrash, I agree. Somebody just says heavy metal. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Combination of thrash and groove, says Armour. Yeah. I mean, you listen to that riff and it's a groove metal riff, isn't it? It's a terrible music video. Come on. Somebody's referencing industrial. No bueno, these dudes sound so industrial. Almost like they're copying Shadows Fall, says Ghost Patriot. Industrial? I wouldn't necessarily say industrial, but I can see why we could err into that space pretty easily with what we've got. Some low end on that guitar, eh? Dun 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 dun. Come on now. Quite funny, we've got a related video here, Guilt Trip Burn. Guilt Tripper and that sort of came up not so far from where I'm based. They were a participant of the local music circuit. I hadn't heard Guilt Trip in a while. Last thing I heard of Guilt Trip was so many years back, and I knew they were doing like crossover-esque hardcore metal music, mosh metal music, and the artwork looked pretty sick, I know that much. And there you go, if they're on Roadrunner, it's self-explanatory, isn't it? Not doing too bad for themselves, huh? Or so you would think. That was Locust. Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Very modernised with the breakdown sections there. Very, very modern metal sound there, you know. No faffing about, no homage to the old school there, you know. Very, very in with the times. Quite cool, lyrically speaking. Of course, with it being a music video, there tends to be a generalised deterioration of the audio quality, so we're not going to cast judgment upon that. It would have been nice to have heard it in, you know, its a higher quality self, but what more needs to be said? Let's keep on moving. We've got This Is The End, My Only Friend, The End. Yes, now bless. Now there's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Machine Head, not to be mistaken for Machine Fred, as in Frederick. Machine Frederick, or Machine Ned Flanders. Alright. Don't get it twisted. This is Unto the Locust. Track 4 of 7, This Is The End. My only friend, the end. Speaking of the 60s, referencing the Doors as I just did, I came across a book entitled Chaos, based upon mind control and the Charles Manson family. Not got through it yet, getting through it. What more needs to be said? This entire listen through goes out to Extreme Aggression 22. Let's jump straight in. Also a good tune, Chaos by the Foreskins. Banging track that. Put some respect on Machine Head for doing a 7-track record. I can't hate on that. I can't hate on that. Great harmony. What beat would you call that? Is that a blast beat, like a slow blast beat? This. Wait for it. This beat. Is that a blast beat? It is, isn't it? Welsh Geologist says, I paid 30 quid on a YouTube live today with them on a super chat to request this song, and they said just because you've spent money and requested a song doesn't mean we'll play it for you. Imagine, absolute disappointment. My head hurts just a little bit. I don't spend money on anything. Ouch. That's crazy. Whoa! That's a crazy comment, because that's 30 quid. That's a fair amount of money. 30 bar. We don't all just have 30 quid hanging about. But I see it from both sides, bruh. It's not that easy, is it? Like, I wonder what the sort of situation was. First and foremost, you know, Machine Head have been doing this for long enough. They can't be dictated by £30 British sterling. And your local independent band, if they've formulated a set list and they've forgotten external songs to what they generally play, they're not going to go through the effort. Like, it's going to cost them more in band practice, to get studio time, to get practice space time, to not be writing, to be taken off course of what they want to do. Like, they're going to lose that £30 in not focusing on what they need to. So I understand it from both perspectives. It would have been worthwhile a refund, you know. This Welsh Geologist person doesn't understand that £30 is just not adequate, you know. It's the truth, innit? It's the truth. You can't just pick up the guitar and play songs as a band cohesively in a perfect manner before a live crowd of thousands of people just because someone's chipped you 30 quid to do so. When you're at the level of Machine Head, it's just impossible. So I get it from both ends. They should have been refunded, in all honesty. Should have been refunded. Or they should have offered something. They should have said, we can't do that, but we appreciate it. We'll send you over a hat. We'll send you over a pair of socks, you know what I mean? But then even when the merch game's so strong, it's like, who the fuck's got the time to even bother going and sending that off independently? It's not my job, it's not my problem. Unfortunate how it ends up reflecting the band, you know? I referenced this earlier in the album. I said biblical references. We've got Jeff Weaver here. Something tells me they read the Bible for this inspiration. Lucifer was the angel of music, and there's lots of brutality in the Bible. Also, there is salvation message that we are all sinners who can be saved from hell just by confessing Jesus Christ is Lord. We've got 4 replies on that, so this is going to be interesting. That is fascinating though, isn't it? Lucifer being the angel of music. They say that Lucifer was formed of musical instruments, which is not something that is referenced very often when it comes to music and lyricism and conceptual stuff as a whole. But the music industry, right, is devilish. It's got a dark shadow side that goes without question, you know. It is spellcraft in its own way when you can hypnotize and seduce the youth and the generations in these pockets of different archetypes of people under the banner of these leading artists. These artists can be utilized and weaponized to influence them in whichever direction needs be, you know, by those whom are funding, by those whom have given the contracts, by those whom are pulling the strings. And that does happen. Like, that's just human nature as a whole. So it happens in music, and the idea of the devil sort of being symbolized in music is not something that's spoken of enough when it comes to metal music, in all honesty, because you'd think metal musicians had run with that. 4 replies. Someone says, not to mention the themes of Locust. Yep. Someone says, wait till you find the cryptic message the Bible teaches. Rain Despair says, without giving an answer to what it means. Quite simply saying cryptic message, like there's one cryptic message in the Bible. Bruh, you need to get into Gnosticism and all of that, you know what I mean? All of that esoteric Christianity and stuff. You'll find out every second flipping word in the Bible has got some undercurrent metaphorical value, or, you know, this, that and the third, you know. Come on. That was This Is The End. Yeah, not a bad tune. One of the better ones we've heard so far. Cool tremolo picking. Cool vocal harmonies. Darkness Within coming up next. Track number 5. Yes, now bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Come on. Let's get with it. Darkness Within is track number 5 of 7 on Unto the Locust. We're listening to Machine Head tonight. Let's get through this record, people, shall we? Let's go. I'm a little tired, but I reckon I can blast it. We've got 3 tunes. Prague, Czech Republic. We might get some skulls and some catacombs in this, eh? Can you hear me, yeah? Mic check. Listen to this one, yeah? Prague. Where's Prague? Czech Republic. And I'm saying, can you hear me, right? Listen to this. Tell your friends this one and give me credit. When I'm performing with my band on the road, I've got a Polish roadie, yeah? I've got a Polish sound engineer. I've got a Czech one too. A Czech one too. Come on! Don't let it go over your heads, people. Gross. Told you there'd be skulls. There's no Prague without the catacombs and the skulls. I don't like these worms though, or maggots, whatever they are. I love you, Jesus Christ. Let's go. Never made it as a wise man. Couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing.
Heavy in its way, and how my body aches to leave to sing its final eulogy. My sons, I love you evermore, and though the road beckons once more, I see the damage that I've done and search for redemption, but I'm just a broken man whose soul cries out.
Ian Watkins got killed the other day.
To fall from grace, I sing the hymns of my disgrace.
My guy is handsome. You don't get many guys like him in metal. He's a handsome guy. He's a very handsome guy as far as these metalheads are concerned. I bet he's got a good female following, to say the least. This guy. What's he called? Rob Flynn. This got a very 2000s vibe to it.
Mysteries, forgotten chords, I strum in vain to please the Lord, but He has never answered me. Faith has waned eternally.
Behold a pale horse.
An empty man who passed along. The woes of all religions wrong. Now the
Them drum fills.
falls. He the clarion calls, so pray to music, build a shrine. Worship in these days.
That drumming.
Fill your heart with every note. Cherish it and cast a float. 'Cause God is in these clefts and told. Salvation is
Love that drumming.
haunted by His melody. Music, it will set you free. Let it set you free. We build cathedrals to our pain. Establish monuments.
This is a banger. This is very, very good. This is a very, very good song.
To attain freedom from all of the scars and the sins. Lest we drown in the darkness within.
Come on. I got a mate who's a bit now. They have a big metal festival over there in Prague, don't they? Which one is it? Wait, what do they have in Prague? They have a big metal festival. Is it a Death Fest? I know there's Maryland Death Fest. Is it like the equivalent to that, but in Prague? There's definitely a big festival over there. Oh, this is horrible.
We build cathedrals to our pain. Establish monuments to attain freedom.
6.4 million views on this. 1st of August 2012 it was put up. Disgraceful. I think this should have done so much better than that. Machine Head. I think this is a really mature, grown up piece of work. Disregarding the music video, you know, I'm not fussed on the video. The song, the melodies, the clean vocals, and the way it's structured is yonks beyond what we've heard on this record so far. This is the standout track, I reckon.
From all of the scars and the sins. Lest we drown in the darkness within. We build cathedrals to our pain. Establish monuments to attain.
Really reminds me of like a 2000s, mid 2000s, like just quality rock band, you know? family friendly heavy rock band, you know. Really good. The drumming phenomenal on this tune. That was really good. That was really good. You know me, I'm not one to sugarcoat things. If I'm not fussed, I'm not fussed. It's very rare that I come across a tune through these reactions that I think stands out to such a great degree. That was really good. Does it have replay value? In my world, not necessarily, because I've got a different taste across the board and very limited time, so I can't really, you know, highlight things like this. I just like background music. You need to invest to really grasp the you know, the depth of quality on that song, but that was really special. That was a great tune. We've got Pearls Before the Swine coming up next. Let's keep moving. Yes, now bless now. Don't forget the rest. Now. Giving some of that machine head. Giving some of that machine sloppy toppy. The mechanical action. Giving me some of that machine brain. Some of that AI brain. Calm down, girl. Optimized. Precision. Track 6 of 7, Pearls Before the Swine. Don't place your pearls before swine, people. It's not a good idea. Alright? One cannot manifest when splooging one's inner workings out there in the world. What is concentrated within will polarize external. Let's go, yes. Machine Head, Unto the Locust. As above, so below, as within, so without. Dugga-da, dugga-da. Sounds like a fun riff to play. In the related videos, we've got Typo Negative, Black Number 1. Black, 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 black number 1. Happy Halloween. Bow wow 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 wow. Diddle 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 diddle. Bruh, I'll tell you what, right? If you were in a band with flipping Pete Steele, you'd be mortified, wouldn't you? You get mogged every single flipping day. It's crazy. If you're in Typo Negative and you're not making much money because you're not writing the songs and all of this and that, bruh, it'd kill you. Big Pete Steele, songwriter, making the money, getting the punani, becoming a sex icon, that's crazy. I'd quit. I'd quit. I'm like, I can't. This guy's doing my ego no good. I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to flip and leave, unfortunately. The Green Man. I think there's some good law. I don't know too much about Pete Steele. I like some Type O Negative songs, but I don't listen to them like on a record by record basis. So I don't know like records as an entirety, but I do know some of their great songs, and they have some flipping great moments at the very least. But Pete Steele like posed for a magazine called Playgirl, where he got his knob out, full boner and everything, and like posed with his dick out, thinking that the audience is going to be just like pure women, and it was just like a primarily male market, which is quite funny. And then he wrote a song about it just to say, I'm not gay. He like wrote a song about it, and I don't know what song that record's on, but from what I remember, I've listened to it, I don't think it's a very good tune from what I remember. A funny story though. Proper hurt his feelings. Like, he wrote a song, or co-wrote a song for Agnostic Front as well, and that's like Agnostic Front's most controversial song, because like it's quite a right-wing song. I mean, would you be surprised? Agnostic Front, crucified for your sins, skinhead, you know what I mean? But it's quite funny that even though these dudes are knocking around as top boy skinheads, the moment Pete Steele gets involved and composes some lyrical content for him, like that's the one that for the test of time is like perpetually the most controversial song Agnostic Front have got. Some nice tings there on that drum kit. Ting. Some nice volume swells. That drumming just sounds like a jittering machine. It sounds crazy. Unique rhythm guitar. Dun. Call it cliche. Tell me that they're better than that, and I'll hear you. But gosh darn, like, I would love to hear a few more breakdowns on this record, because they can pull off a bloody good breakdown and a very unique sounding breakdown, you know? Great lead work incorporated there into that breaky D. Decent tune. Pause before the swine. Let's finish this record off with Who We Are, yeah? There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV signing in, finishing off Unto the Locust by Machine Head with track 7 of 7 entitled Who We Are. This entire listen through has gone out to my friend Extreme Aggression 22, recommended this on the Patreon. A steep decline in the views here makes me feel a little uncertain about this. Let's see what the people are saying. It's not the only time we've heard a military-esque snare. Would you call it a paradiddle? No, it's not a paradiddle. It's called a what are the rhythms you learn on the snare? There's a particular term for them, isn't there? And a paradiddle is one of them. Like that's one of them. Oh, I should really know. But that military-esque snare reminds me of, it's not the same, but just the tonality as well, the way it's sort of pulled back. Reminds me of Like Toy Soldiers by Eminem. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Like Toy Soldiers? These dudes are trying to write a bit of a, like, I am unique and special song with this one out there. They're trying to market this to the weirdos, am I right? Jeff Weaver says nothing creepier than children. Lamb of God style. Ugh. Yeah, they're trying to have a whole sing along with me now. Do you know what I mean? Bring the people together on this one. This one is straight. Yeah. Oh gosh. I'd probably really get behind this when I was younger. when I'm walking home from high school listening to my iPod and this is on, I probably feel sick. I probably like, this one's for me, you know. Adam Juice on the bass and backing. Dave McLean on drums. Juan Urtiega, mixing engineer. Phil Demmel, lead guitar and backing vocals. Robert Flynn's actually on the mixing credits as well as rhythm guitar. It says producer. Oh man, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't want a member of the band at this degree of their career mixing and mastering the record. I mean, he's not mastered it, but he's credited as a producer and mixing engineer. No, I don't want that. Screw that. No, there needs to be a third party to do it at this point. Ba ba da ba ba da ba. Listen to the start of that guitar solo. Don't tell me you don't hear Bohemian Rhapsody. That's straight up Bohemian Rhapsody. Lovely. Lovely outro there, eh? They thought they had a hit banger with that one. They were trying to sell out with that one. They were really trying to sell out with that one. They were trying to bring the people in on that one. They were trying to unite the fan base on that one and create a real special number. I don't think it worked, but that's what they were trying to do. And if I can identify that I believe that that's what they were trying to do, then that's how I perceived it, and that's not a bad thing, is it? It's not a bad thing. My younger self would have enjoyed that more than me now. Now I just don't give a fuck. That was Machine Head and Unto the Locust. I'm going to do one last video. I'll give you my final overview of this project as a whole, and we'll rate it out of 10, and I'll call it a day. See you there. Yes, now bless, now people. There's ROCKSTEADY. Don't forget the rest now. King of the Pit TV. Signing in. Kicking back. Bicking back. Being cool. Machine Head, not to be mistaken for Machine Chest or Machine Arm or Machine Foot for that matter. This is Machine Head. Okay, this is the crown chakra. This is the third eye. 7 tracks. Unto the Locust, this record was entitled. It was devoted to my good friend Extreme Aggression 22 via the Patreon. We did Machine Head. We've done a couple of Machine Head records. I did whatever it was called, Burn These Eyes or whatever the hell it was called, Time Back, because I thought, you know what, this sounds like a good record to check out, a good excuse to check it out. I've never really delved into Machine Head. It was a pretty good record. It's pretty good. From there we did The Blackening, which was alright, definitely a lot more mature, and now we've done Unto the Locust, which is definitely another very mature project. 7 tunes, erring at about 7 minutes average per song, call it that. Makes sense, doesn't it? Makes sense. Adequate amount of material, even though there's 7 tracks. More than 40 minutes worth of material on this. It's not thrash, no matter what people in the comments section will tell you. It's not thrash. I mean, even if they played like a thrash band, the idea that their tune's so heavy, I still wouldn't consider it a thrash anyway. It needs to be an E standard or E flat to be thrash. Can't have any lower than that. Rules don't apply from there on. It's a record based on artistic merit, creativity. Not creativity to the degrees of Meshuggah, but creativity as far as they're not strictly writing sellout pop structured songs or abiding by the, you know, the rule book of how to easily garner attention, you know, playing breakdowns every 2 riffs and, you know, approaching it in such a manner. There's definitely a maturity to this record. There's a lot of heavy metal within the music, not in a traditional sense, but in a, this is a metal band and we're not necessarily erring towards extremity. We're not trying to be extreme. We can do, which is shown in a few moments. You know, there are a few heavier moments on this record and a few, you know, more technical moments. But overall, it's a record that's made to be palatable, to be consumed of a broader market, you know, to be a little easier sellable, to be a bit more of a gateway into where we need to go from there on, you know, so to be at the forefront of what is modern metal. And they do it well because, as I spoke of when I was listening to this record, back in the day when I used to buy Metal Hammer magazine, or at least I used to have Metal Hammer magazine bought for me, one love to my parents, Machine Head were a staple in those magazines. Whomever was backing Machine Head had faith that they could sell, and they must have been selling considering the budget they had behind them to be so consistently pushed in this media format. You know, couldn't get away from bands like Machine Head, Devil Driver, and the acts like that, you know. But back to this record, they had a very special moment on this record, Darkness Within, track number 5, head and shoulders, no pun intended, ahead of the rest of the content on this record. In my opinion, a real special song, really good, really fantastic writing. The rest was good, it was adequate. I'd like to hear a few more breakdowns, which is not something I normally say, but this band really does breakdowns well. The production made the breakdowns sound good. Overall, the breakdowns and the heavy moments really allowed you to have fun with the extremity that this band can sort of err into from time to time. But they don't want to touch it too often because, you know, they don't want to isolate too much of a market because they've got a very broad sound. It was good. It wasn't the best record I've heard. As far as quality is concerned, it's very quality. As far as my personal taste is concerned, they play it a bit safe. They do play it a bit safe. I want to hear them piss me off a little bit. They don't really do that, almost as if they're frightened to do so, you know? I want them to either really, really please me and give my gooch a little tickle, or just like create music that's so jarring and adjacent to what I normally enjoy that I think, fuck that, you know, engage with me on an emotional basis. It feels like the band's tried to tap into some degree of emotional value as opposed to purely instrumental, but for a guy like me, it didn't connect. You know, I spoke of the last song, Who We Are. It's sort of like a, let's come together. This is for the outcast. This is who we are. Be proud. You know, we're metalheads and so forth. And as a younger self, as a teenager, I'd probably really get behind that and I quite possibly catch on to that song and give it a bit of replay. But, you know, in my older age, in my big boy age as to which I am now, it didn't really touch me as such. And that's that. If I was to rate this record, I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6. In all honesty, as far as my personal taste is concerned, there's potential for less, but I can't deny the quality of the music I've heard. Well polished, well produced, well performed. Let me give some props to the drummer. Some of the fills were phenomenal. The drumming was really good on the record, right? And I'll leave that there. I'm signing out on that note. Peace and love. Goodbye.